I'd like to welcome you and thank all of you for Life Beyond the Clouds. I want to give just a little brief summary of what the show's about. We've all asked the question and wondered, is there life beyond the clouds? Do our loved ones hear us? Do they see us? Do they communicate with us? And they do. So I want to have on real guests of mine and clients that can talk to you about what they experience, what they know, what they see to be true, the messages that have gotten them from such a far place from where they started. So my guest today is Karen. She's lost her husband, the love of her life, and she's been grieving for so long, but she understands now the messages that she's receiving from him are real, and it's changed her life. And her story is going to help so many of you that have been in this place and to understand that the messages are real. They're coming to you divinely. It's not something that you're thinking you're making up. And I really want the show to be about people being able to come here every week and to heal their hearts. We're going to laugh. We're going to cry. I'm going to have call-ins at some point where people can call in. But this show is about all of you on this real journey that we're on, because I promise you the messages that you get from heaven are going to heal your heart in so many ways. It's going to open you up to a world that you didn't know existed. In a world of today where we're at, we need this more than ever. We can buy things. It doesn't heal the soul. The messages you receive from heaven and your loved ones are going to last you forever. So I am so grateful and so thankful that Karen would do this, because I know her heart still hurts. I know what her journey is, and her husband is always here and guiding. So I just want to allow you to go ahead and tell your story of where you've been. And you know, with me, when the messages come, I'm going to pop in because they always want to talk to us. You're receiving messages all the time, and your story is so beautiful because you're going to be able to help somebody else that is on their first day or first week on this journey, even though you're going to be on it forever. It's not something that ever changes, but their love never dies. The love from heaven is always with us. So I want to go ahead and introduce Karen, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here, and just let you tell a little bit about your story and your journey, and then we're just going to have a conversation.
Thank you so much. And I might cry through it.
It's
So,
okay. It's okay. That's what I said. We're going to laugh. We're going to cry. This is what is real about this, Karen, because love from heaven is real. And it's so important that people understand what these emotions are.
so my husband died on January 28th of 2023. And it was just one of those normal days where we went out to dinner like we did every Friday night. And we came home and my older son was here. And we laughed and joked for a few minutes. And then I went upstairs to go to bed. And he came upstairs and helped me turn down the bed and said goodnight. And I'll see you in a little bit. And somewhere in the middle of the night, he got up because he didn't feel good, left the bedroom, and had a heart attack. And we found him in the morning. He was 59 years old and otherwise the most healthiest person I know. It was supposed to be, this was supposed to be our best year, where he was going to stop working on the weekends, cut back a little bit, and start to really enjoy our lives. He always said this was going to be the next best 20 years of his life. So losing him so suddenly was tremendous for us, at 59 years old. So I think I was on Facebook, and a friend of mine had said she had came and saw you, and that you connected with her son and had done some things. And I reached out and went on your website, and I said, how do I sign up? And you gave me the website link, and I couldn't get an appointment with you for like a year. And I said, I booked an appointment with you. This was in April of 2023. And I said, I booked my first appointment with you in February of 2024. And I think it was 2 days later, you reached out and you said, can you please call me? Here's my number. And I did. And you said, Michael is such a strong energy that he's coming through, and I'm going to squeeze you in on this dinner hour if you can do that. And I was truly in a state of having a nervous breakdown at that point, because it was still so new and so raw. And that first session with you, I think, changed everything for me. It was an hour-long confirmation. It was like a love letter from my husband. And it was an hour-long, just one confirmation after another that he has been here, in all that was only 2 months in, that he had been here through the whole journey. You took me back to confirmations to our wedding. You had taken me to that day that he had passed away, and had so many confirmations for that, about the journey of where we had been on just the 2 months. And knowing that he was here was unbelievably comforting and brought me a level of peace that I would not have otherwise had. And for me, that's when I became absolutely internally grateful for
And,
everything you brought to me.
and Karen, for you also, I always say when they come to me, I'm just the messenger, right? I'm just the vessel. It's because they want to talk to you. The love for you is so real. And the beautiful thing about you is now you so understand where these messages are coming from. Like you receive them now. Like you know that he's talking to you. You know that he's guiding you. And for some reason while I'm talking, he keeps saying the name Lisa around you. I don't know if there's a Lisa for you,
My
but he
sister,
keeps
my sister Lisa.
Okay, because he keeps saying Lisa, and it's almost like he just sends her hugs, or like, I don't know if she helps you, but you understand he's just like, give her a hug for me. Like either she's helping you or this is someone you see, but she's been there for you. And like he just hugs her like he would want to kid around with her. Do you understand? And he's also shown me when you were talking, I'm watching somebody play drums. So I don't know if it's like, do you understand somebody else is getting into music? I feel like the if you want to say the family name or the lineage is being passed down, like there's going to be another generation of musicians in the family. And it's almost like you want to record them, but there's someone else that is playing the music. And he also keeps showing me a picture of him sitting on a mountain, almost like where he'd been sitting on a mountain or like a stone or a big rock, as if he wants to be outside, or like he's always looking out. Like it's like he's always looking over you, looking out for you, but it's like nature around him so much. And he's sitting on a almost like a rock, like a pillar or some sort of picture
Yeah,
of him. I
yeah.
don't know if you have this or if this makes sense for you, but it's like I'm seeing some sort of like a rock or a pillar that he sits with is what he just keeps, and he just keeps saying to tell you he's fishing all the time, like gone fishing.
We literally were just talking about that. So the drums would be my grandsons are
Okay.
now 5, and they come over and they always want, one in particular always wants to go downstairs and play the drums. And I see
That's
him as the
incredible.
future musician
Okay.
in
That's
in
why
the music room, right? Because we had a recording studio in our basement. Um, my sister has been tremendously helpful. I don't know where I'd be without her. Every day I cry to her still. And they were buddies. They were
okay.
always, they were thick as thieves together.
Okay, that's why he wants to come in and kid with her and like tease with her, and as if he knows that he's so grateful that you have her. Do you understand? He knows like in his heart that that's that go-to place for you, that you can go and that she's going to help you. And it's
Yeah.
almost like you two are making plans together. I don't know if there's something about you two making plans together, or there's some event or something like I'm making plans, or either she's trying to get you to go on a vacation with her, but either there's some things you understand, like she's just like, come on, like she's trying to get you to want to do things. Either there's some vacation they're going on, or she's trying to get you to go with her. She wants you to be part of it. And I feel like he's encouraging. Do you understand? He's
Yeah.
encouraging you
Okay.
to do these things. And he also shows me some sort of a contract or lease you're signing with something. Either I'm signing a contract or a lease. So I feel as if you're either getting close to this, and it's almost like relief is coming. Like relief is coming. He keeps saying, like, you're going to sign the lease, like relief is coming, that it's okay. He's trying to guide with this.
Okay.
He wants you to breathe with this. Like, and I feel like you do. Is there anything with a lease or signing some sort of a contract or a lease?
I'm very close to, we had a vacation home and he lived there part time as we were trying to transition our life over to the Eastern
Right.
Shore. Um,
Okay.
and, I've been working really hard to put renovations into the house because I have to try to rent it in order to keep it. So I'm
Mhm.
almost at that finish line. In the next 2 weekends, all the rest of the flooring will be done. And then I'm hoping to begin renting it.
So interesting because and it's so funny because actually as you're writing this, I wrote down flooring and closets. So I don't know if there's something with one of the closets or flooring,
Yes.
or having to put more shelving in a closet or something with a closet, because I actually wrote down flooring and closets, and he's making me feel as if this is coming sooner. Like, but it's not going to be as bad. Like you can breathe with this. You're going to just say, I feel relieved. Like it's okay. It's not going to be stressful. You might have thought
Right.
it was going to be stressful, but it's going to be good. And I almost just feel like people, Karen, it's going to be more. Do you understand? It's going to be okay. You're
Right.
going to be good with this, is what he keeps saying, because he's the one that's really guiding this behind the scenes. And for some reason, he keeps showing me some sort of a backpack. I don't know if he had some kind of a backpack, or someone's showing me like a backpack. Like either he put something on his back or something he would carry. It almost looks like a knapsack or a backpack.
Well, he was a hairdresser, so he carried a backpack with
Oh,
all of his, scissors, tools, everything like that every day. And I
okay.
do have to take one of the closets and I have to have it divided so that there's an owner closet and a rent.
Okay.
So
And that's what he's saying. Like, this is either one of like the last things, and you're just like, I need to have this closet. It's going to have locks on it. I want to make sure you know what I mean, that it's like my side has more space. I don't want to say it like that, but it's just like I want a little more shelving on my side, or a little bit more cupboards, or some sort of organization. It's like it has a separate door. Like you're finding, like your side might have a little more space. You're either saying to the contractor, a little bit more space on my side. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
I need more room for things is what he's saying. And it's really interesting. Like the closet's going to be a big deal for you. You want to have your personal space. You want
Yeah.
to know that when I go there, like this is my personal space with him. Like this is my space. So these are the things he's saying, but it's going to be good. He's just saying you're going to be good with this. Like this was the right thing. It's the right choice. And that in the end, you're going to find out in 6 months from now, you're going to find out. Do you understand why you did this? Is there anything with the month of September?
That's his birthday.
Okay. And he keeps also talking about the month of February, and he keeps saying, dance with me. Keep dancing. Oh, Karen, I'm sorry.
It's our anniversary in February. So we would always
Karen.
play our wedding song and dance in the house or wherever we were. And
Oh, I have chills right now. I have chills. I literally have chills because he just says keep dancing. Like he just keeps he dances with you all the time. Like, and it's almost like he wants to dip you. Do you understand? It's like I want to. It's almost like I want to dip you. Like I want just a little bit of a dip, but like he just says, like he still dances. Like either you want to put on that favorite song, or either you can't yet. Do you understand? But he just says keep dancing.
and he was a dancer. He danced everywhere. He would dance around the salon. He would dance around the
He
house.
just makes me feel. He makes me. It's so funny. I almost have visions of him dancing with a broom. It's almost as if a song came on, he would take the broom, like in the sun. Do you understand? And he would dance with the broom. But his energy,
That's one of
and
the things, all of the people at the salon, they say they miss him singing and dancing in the salon all the time.
his energy though is, it's such a presence. It's such an incredible presence. And the beautiful thing is I know you feel him. I know you get messages, and you know now what is so important is that you know they're for you. You know you're getting them during the day. You know that he's helping you and he's guiding you. And this is what I really want people to understand with this show, right? And when you talk about these things, it's to say to people like, I know I feel my husband. I know that the
Yeah.
message I got last night was real. I don't have to question it anymore. I don't have to guess. I don't have to wonder. It was exactly what was going on in my life. He guided me to this person, to this place, because the energy is so real. And if we don't start connecting more, we're so lost. Even getting messages from me, I love it, but I want, you know, that I want everyone to understand they're getting them. I want to help everybody on their daily journey. I want them to know that every day you're not lost, right? They're coming to you. And I always say, well, we think about them. We think we thought about them, right? It's always them coming to us. It's us feeling their energy,
Right.
right? It's us knowing. Is there anything with the numbers twos around him, or like 22, or like anything with the twos? I don't know if it's like 2 in the morning. I feel like there's something like 2 a.m.
Well, there's a couple twos. We definitely think he passed away around 2:30 in the morning.
Yes, because I'm looking
Um,
at, like, do you understand, like 222? I don't know why he's just like
yeah.
223. It's something with the twos.
Well, we know that it is a couple things maybe, because one of the things I love about you, Renee, is like if I'm not getting it, if I'm not receiving what he's trying to say, you'll say just keep it, and it'll connect to you later. And then sometimes when it's when I get it and I understand what he's saying, you're like, yes, that's it. So I always know if I'm there or I'm not there. So we do know he died somewhere between 2 and 3 a.m. and they projected it somewhere in the middle, around 2:30. And then just last night we were talking about numerology, and that there
Okay.
were twos all around it regarding my older son and his wife. Like,
So that's amazing, because he keeps showing me the twos, and he knows that you want everyone to be okay. It's like you put your life on hold to make sure your sons are okay. Like that for you, he knows how you are, right? Even though you're moving forward, but for you, you focus so much on them that's where you're putting your energy now, because you want them to have everything, to be at peace and to move forward, you know what I
yeah.
mean, and to live and to love and to be okay. And is there anything with Virginia? Is there anything with the state of Virginia, or anything Pennsylvania, or someone moving to another state?
I hope not. It could happen. My son is engaged. My younger son is engaged, and my younger son has autism, and he's high function, but he's engaged to be married, and she's from Pennsylvania, so they want to move to Pennsylvania. I would love for them to stay here with me, but I know that I have to let him go and go to Pennsylvania. And
It's like I do feel the energy is pulling him in that direction, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be, do you know what I mean, all the time. And I do feel as if you go there a lot. Do you understand? Like you are still very
Right.
involved. Like either you go, like I'm going to go for 4 days. I'm going for a Friday to a Sunday, that you are going, that
Right.
there's going to be, and I don't know if there's anything job related around your son there. If there's something about a job, um, or he's trying to find a job, but there's something with work or job around him,
Yeah.
um,
He's looking
which
for
I
a
feel
job.
okay, because Michael's making me feel like that's very important, and this is something that I feel like it's going to happen. It might not be the exact job he wants, but I feel like he's getting one. Do you
Okay.
understand? This is happening sooner than later. I feel like in the next 6 weeks or so. Do you
Okay.
understand? There's something that comes up, and it's going to be something's going to help him a lot. It's going to help his mind. Like it's going to keep him. Do you understand? Like his energy up. It's going to keep him functioning. It's going to be something that's going to make him feel really good. You're going to
That would
be
be
really proud.
wonderful.
I feel like good news is coming in with this.
That would be
Um,
wonderful.
and he keeps saying to your one son, tell him to finish the song. Tell him to finish the song. Finish it, finish it, finish it. He keeps saying he has to finish it.
They finished the song for Michael. It's called Notes to a King. I can
Mm.
only listen to it on an occasion, but it is part of a CD that they are writing and or album, and they
It's
are
all,
working on it.
and it's almost as if somebody gets a tattoo that says that. Do you understand? I almost feel like someone's getting a tattoo that says that, or it's almost like, I don't know if you're going to get one, if you've ever had one, but it's almost as if you're getting one or somebody's getting that tattooed on them. I see, and somebody kept showing me a 4-leaf clover around someone. Either, I don't know if this makes any sense for you. If it doesn't, hold on. Like the symbol of that,
Okay.
like it being significant. Like it being significant for someone, but I feel as if someone's getting a tattoo, or there will be a t-shirt, do you understand, or something made, like a bumper sticker or something with that title made on it. If somebody puts it on their car, do you understand, whether it's like the writing or it just says that, like Notes to a King, that there's something where it's getting read out where people can read it and see it, like more than just a song, whether you're putting it on your car, somebody's getting it tattooed, but it
Right.
almost goes farther than that. Like it's has a big energy behind it. It has a
Okay.
very big energy behind it. And I almost feel as if he's going to put it out where somebody will want to sing it, that he's not just finishing it, he's going to send it out to somewhere. Like he's going to send it out, that it will do something, like he knows
Okay.
someone. I don't know if there's anything with rap music. Don't ask me why. If anybody knows anybody that does rap music, I don't know why he's singing this to me. But he is.
The
Does this make
CD
sense?
is rap. The CD they're writing right now is rap.
Are you kidding? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Karen, he's amazing. He's his I always just like to say that, and I know it can, don't want it to sound cliche, but their energy is so beautiful, and it's like his light just radiates. Like when I see his light, it just pulsates. When it's around you or he's close to you, it just pulsates. And I really feel like you connect with him a lot in the
I
bathroom.
do.
Don't ask me why. His energy is always in the bathroom with you. He stands
Always.
behind you all the time and he puts his hands behind your neck. Do you understand? Like I see you standing there and I feel his energy when I see it. It comes up behind your neck, behind your shoulders, where he just puts like his chin on your shoulder. Do you understand? And he just watches and he just keeps saying, I'm always here. I've never left. I've left in the physical body, but the energy is here.
We started renovating the bathroom before he passed away, and it literally was like a year and a half in process because the materials didn't get here, and then when they got here they were damaged, and then the bathroom flooded through the renovation process, and then we got to the end and all we had to do was paint it ourselves, and we were waiting for the glass to get installed, and he had gotten the first 2 coats of paint on the weekend before he passed away, and it broke my heart because he went through all this and he didn't even get to take a single shower in the
Because that,
bathroom when it was done. But I play he had a Sunday morning lineup that I used to say every Sunday morning he played these certain songs and they're on a playlist, and I play them in the bathroom every time I'm in there.
Karen, that's incredible because that's where he really connects. And I don't know if there's something about you taking a bath or the bathtub, because I don't know why he's referencing the bathtub, but he connects with you. And it's really with the mirror a lot. There's something about looking in the mirror. I feel like if you look in the mirror, it's almost as if you feel like you can see his energy behind you. I don't know if
I
you've ever felt or sensed that, but it's almost like you see the aura. Do you understand? Like you can see like energy. For me, I see them as energy. I can tell, where they're a man or woman. I can sense what they look like, who they were. I feel their energy. I see the energy around people, but it's like I see when you're in the bathroom, it's like you see his energy. You see it. Is there anything with New Orleans? All of a sudden, he's sidetracking me. Something about. I don't know why he's talking about New Orleans. I don't know if there's anything about New Orleans or around somebody else in your family.
I don't know.
Please, he was hold on to this, and he also keeps showing me. He likes to sidetrack a lot. He's showing me a blanket. There's either some blanket that you cover up with. I don't know if it's got pattern or from Mexico or something about Mexico, but some blanket.
Yeah, I had yoga. My daughter-in-law is a yoga instructor, and
Okay,
so we had
okay,
extra yoga blankets, the heavy, thick Mexican yoga blankets, and they are at the beach. I let him bring them to the beach, and that
that's
is what
amazing because
I
he
use
shows
at the beach.
he likes the yoga. Either he would liked it in life, but he likes it. Do you understand? He likes it. Karen, I love that you came on, and it's so important for you and for people to hear what the journey is for you when you understand about the divine, like in those first days and weeks and months, how you just feel like I can't get up and I can't take a breath, and you just
Exactly.
don't know how you're going to move forward. And then when you start to connect and understand that there is life beyond the clouds, there's life, there is more than what we see. And when you start to connect with it, how it gets you up every day, and you almost get excited every day and look forward to
Yeah.
the next sign, right? It's just like,
Right.
Michael, I can't wait for you to come to me today, show me something, come to me
Right.
tonight. And we can talk to them, they
And
hear
it's
us.
and it's um I do look for his aura. So him saying that, because every now and then I see it. And I talk to him in a way now that I wouldn't have before. Um, the it's like, because when somebody that you're so connected to passes away, you feel like you've died with them. And
Yes,
then the
yes.
messages from you, I feel like, brought me back to life and gave me hope for the future. And that's the truth. I felt like I've even asked you, when do you see me feeling happiness again and joy again? And you're honest, and you're like, it's not going to be today or tomorrow, but I see it around this period of time,
He
so
wants this for you, Karen. He knows that you will not be alone, that you will meet someone. And the thing is we don't understand, and I just like see the biggest flashes of silver all the time. When we come here, I always say it's temporary amnesia. We can't see everything, right? It's like giving somebody the answers to a test we've never studied, but we know before we come here what life experiences we're going to have. So you had this great love with him, and it's always when somebody else comes along, it's never about replacing or comparing. It's
right,
just it's about this is another person you're supposed to have this journey with, and that person is there, and he's making sure that you meet them when it's the right time,
mm-hmm,
when you're ready, but your energy's open to this, and he's working with this, and he knows it's never going to take you away from him, right? You will be with him whenever it is, right? When you're 150, whenever, it's always God's plan. I never see those things, but you have a lot of life to live, and he's going to bring someone to you, and yes, you are going to be happy, and he wants that for you, and he knows it's never going to mean you don't love him anymore. That you can never replace. It's never an either or, but he wants you to be with someone and to not to be alone. And I promise you, what he shows me, I always say I can't see all this and be wrong on that. You're
right,
not going to be alone. You will be with someone. This is what he knows now is the next journey for you and the next step, that you had to get here, right? You were not ready. You were not ready. And now you're starting to open up to it. Now it's like you're starting to have that thought one day, and then maybe you have it twice in a week or twice in a month, and you're just saying, it would be nice to have someone to eat dinner with. It would be nice to have someone to talk to. It would be nice to hold hands with someone again. So he knows that your energy is getting you there. And this is why, and this other person's looking for you too. That's what you have to say. There's somebody else right now that's looking for you too. You're not the only one that's looking for them. They're just saying, I would, and it happens, right? In divine time. And
right.
he's making this happen. He's such a strong energy. That's what real love is. Love is loving someone more than you love yourself. And he wants this for you.
You
He
know,
knows you deserve this, and he is bringing this to you. This is
right.
absolutely something. And it's like, I just almost feel like early fall, end of summer, early fall. I just feel like it just happens. You're out somewhere, like at a gathering or a get together, and all of a sudden there's someone there, and you just say, oh my gosh, like you just feel this connection, this little twinge of energy. Do you understand? And it makes you just feel like this is what it feels like again. And I didn't realize how much I miss and need this. And that's how he wants it for you. He wants it to be very beautiful for you.
That's
That it's
funny,
something.
because that's exactly how it was when I met him. It was like lightning the
Yes,
first time
and
I
that's
saw
how
him.
it's going to be for you. And hold on to around July 4th, please, too. Just please
Oh,
hold on to somewhere around that time.
it's a very important time for us. We always spent the entire week together as a family at our vacation home at the beach, and
So
we're still trying to keep that. In fact, that first July, last July. We almost couldn't do it, and you were the one. He had come through and said, "You have to keep doing it. You have to keep doing it,"
Yes. Yes. So he just
and we
wants you
did.
to keep holding on to that. Like that's going to always be something. But I really believe that what's coming for you is sooner than later. It's in your energy. When I say it's in your energy, it means I see it. You mean sooner than later. I don't see it like in the year or 2 years. I feel like it's already in your energy. Like the divine is already working on this and bringing this to you. And Karen, I can't thank you enough. And I want to have you back on again because these are journeys, right? It's a continuation, right? Life, it just keeps going. When today ends, tomorrow comes, there's always going to be new energy. And I would love if you would come back again in a couple months. And I just want people to keep hearing about your journey because just giving people this kind of hope, what you did today, and telling them to hold on, that no matter what, and that the messages are real, you're giving so many people hope today that are on their first day. I'm not kidding you, their first week, their first month, and that were exactly where you were, where you didn't want to get off the sofa or get out of bed. And now you're getting up and you're functioning, and every day you're doing something a little bit more and you're moving a little farther and you're receiving the messages now because your heart is healing and you understand them and you're open. And this is going to change. It changes people's lives. This is what we need to do for each other. And this is what I want this show to be about. It's about all of us as a collective whole on this universe. It's about all of us helping each other and know we're all connected, right? We just have different doors at nighttime, but we have the same house in heaven,
I
right?
think we, I think for me and probably a lot of people is I think I received messages right from the start, and
You did.
I did. And even that first night, my sister was here and my son was laying on the floor in my bedroom, and I said, "David, wake up. Dad is here. David, wake up." And he couldn't see him, and he struggled for a year with it. But you don't trust the messages, and you wonder if it's your mind or if
Yes.
it's, are you going crazy or if it's your mind. And then and then I meet with you and you're like, "Oh, you confirmed everything I was thinking or every message I received." And
Yes.
it taught me to accept the messages. And once I could accept them and realize that they were happening, it was a level of peace that I never felt before, or I could start to actually heal my heart and start to
I,
move
and
forward.
I think that's one of the most beautiful gifts that you can give someone is for you to understand, know that you're not crazy. We all go around all the time thinking we just heard this or we're afraid to tell people, but we
Mhm.
believe all the other stuff we hear on TV, the bad and the negative, right? We listen to it all day long and we get bombarded with it and we stay on Facebook and we stay on all this stuff and it's like mind pollution sometimes. But my gosh, to sit there and know, like even my father when he comes to me, right? It's just when you get any sort of a message or any
Mhm.
sort of a sign how it just heals the heart. And when you heal the heart, it's so life changing. That's what stays with you forever. You're not going to remember what you ate a month ago, what you wore
Right.
6 weeks ago, but you're going to remember that message that came in at that exact time when you asked them to wake you up at a certain time and they did. And we can ask them for what we want. I asked my father a certain time that he'll wake me up at night. It was a number that was special to him and I. And I remember the first time that it happened, I felt like I got nudged, right? And I sat up in bed and there it was. And I just said, Dad, thank you. We can ask them also. It's like a phone call, right? When you want to
Right.
talk to them, when you and I connect today, we connected, right? It's just like with heaven. When you want to connect, and they'll come to us first when they want to guide us with something. If we need extra help in something, they come to us always first. It's not us just calling them. They're coming to us. And that's what I love about your journey and how you're so open to this. And I know this is going to help heal so many people what they got to hear from you today. And I would really, really love if you would come back on again in a couple months and do this with me. I want people to see your journey. Do you understand? It doesn't just end today. It keeps
Right.
going. And for you to come back in 3 months from now and say, guess where I'm at now? And guess what I received from Michael? And this is what happened in my life. It really helps people to understand how real this is. And
Right.
that's why I want to keep having people come back because this is about all of you.
Right.
And I
Because,
thank you so much.
and I'm no different from probably most widows. Um, Especially when it's so shocking and so sudden
Oh,
and so
Karen.
unexpected. And
Oh,
if it helps anybody, if you could just continue to reach out and help people, because you absolutely changed my life. You absolutely changed my life. And I honestly, and I've told you this before, and I truly mean it from the bottom of my heart, I don't know where I'd be today had I not met you, had you not helped me.
you're
And
going to make me cry.
it absolutely changed my life.
Karen, you're such a beautiful soul, and no one should ever have to experience what you have. I mean, this is something that you wake up and it's like being in a fog, right? You just think, I'm going to
You
wake
do.
up and it's going to be a bad dream. And you've had to get up every single day. And the fact that you're still here and you're functioning, you also have to know there's a higher power, right? That there is a
Right.
God, there is a heaven, there is divine angels and a spiritual team that loves you so much, and Michael, there's all your loved ones that are helping you. And it's just like they gently pick you up every day and they put their arms around you and love you because what you've had to go through. Oh yes, right. When it's like that, I can't even, no one can imagine it because we can't think about it, right? It's something you
Right.
don't think about because it's too painful, right? You can't imagine because nobody ever wants to imagine what you've been through. And the fact that you're here and you're who you are and you're able to keep functioning and moving forward shows you that you are getting help from a higher place and that you've got so much more to do on this physical earth. And we're all together at one time. This is a blink of an eye. This is just 1,000 years is a day in heaven. There is no time. This is a blink. 100 years for us is a blink in heaven, and everyone is together, but he's there. I promise you. And I love you and I adore you. And I can't thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing this today for people because they're going to listen to this and you're going to give so many people hope. And I hope you promise that you will come back on again and do this with
I
me.
was so honored to be asked. So thank you so much. And I just, two things you've said to me that I use and think about constantly. When people say that they're all alone, it's the last thing we are is alone. So
Never.
on my darkest, emptiest nights, I think, Renee, remember what Renee said. Remember, you are anything but alone. You are anything but alone. And I think in the beginning I asked you, I said, does Michael miss me as much as I miss him? Like, do they feel that? And you're like, he's with you all the time. He sees you all the time. He's never leaves you. And
And for us,
that,
it's different. It's different, right? It's different. They're always with us. We sit and wonder, do they hear us? Are they see us? Are they with us? For them, they're always with
right,
us, right? They're always watching over us. So for them, the love stays. For us, we have that wonder. And that's what I want to take and help people with is, and like what you did today, do you understand? You're the one that's doing this for people too today, talking about this. You're eliminating the wonder and saying to the other woman that is going through this, do you understand? I was where you are right now.
right,
And I promise you, do you understand? Connect with the
right,
divine, connect with heaven. It's going to not might not be tomorrow, but you will
right,
find that place inside of you where you're communicating with them and you know that they're with you. And that's beyond a gift, Karen. You can't buy that. Do you understand what you did
yeah.
today? It can't be bought or sold. You cannot buy what you just gave to someone. You cannot.
I truly hope it helps somebody. I truly, truly hope it
It's going to
helps.
help many, many people, Karen, more than you can even imagine. And people are going to want to reach out and listen to this again because to hear your story and to know what happened with your husband and how suddenly and how in love you were and the fact that you're still here, you have no idea yet what you've done for people.
So thank you so
And
much.
you're a gift. You're a gift. And I thank you so much. And we're going to talk soon.
Thank you so, so much. I love you. Thank you.
Love you too. God bless. Bye.